How in the... Can I sneak in here with you?
Sure.
Hey, welcome to... what day is today? Friday. Ooh, for some people this is like a really, really good...
time. This
really
is like
exciting.
getting off work time, weekends here. What's going on? What are we creating? Now, hopefully, a bunch of you don't have to just be like, woo, let's like start drinking and get on the Netflix because I gotta like unleash or unload from my week. We really hope that that's not the loop you're in, living for the weekends and not really enjoying the weeks and just getting through, surviving it, and then numbing out on the weekends to just get ready to survive the next week. So really, what that would be out of integrity with your life purpose, with how extraordinary you are. And funny that we should say that because
this is week 4.
Week 4 of our program.
So Kate and I have been coming on, if you're just here, every day this week, the last few days, because on Sunday we start a journey, a little 6-week journey called Best You Breakthrough. And we've been going over what we're covering throughout the course. So this week 4 is integrity. Now, the
power and magic of integrity. Because some people think integrity is like scary or good and bad.
Yeah, right
evil,
or wrong.
All that. And it's none of that.
Well, let's rephrase, just before we do that though. So the first week was declarations. And the second week was setting you up for the win. Morning rituals and stuff. Yesterday we talked about supercharging your immune system, and today we're touching in on integrity, the power and magic that it holds. And integrity means something different. I used to think it was morality, like right and wrong.
Most people do.
And then, what are you doing, Ross? We have a 1-year-old over there that's fully entertaining himself with a velvet painting. Hey, be careful with that, Bubs. So integrity, I used to think we sort of conflate it with morality, like right and wrong and good and bad. When let me know in the chats what you think. What does integrity mean to you? What does it mean? Never really used the word integrity until the course, said Paula. Integrity means something totally different. Rose says she's been waiting for us to go live all day. Well, I am playing music after this. Kate and I want to just share with you guys, and Austin, for about 12 to 15 minutes, just kind of sharing with you. If you comment the word freedom or DM the word freedom, you'll get a link that you can find out more about what we're starting on Sunday. It's also a link in our bios, both Kate's bio and my bio. But if you just comment the word freedom on Facebook.
Not on mine, but if you do it on mine, I'll get you the thing anyway. Yeah. So that's it. So someone said being true to yourself. That's integrity. That's a really good. It's a really good way to view it. I like that. So integrity is whether something works or it doesn't work. That's integrity. So if your car is working, it's in integrity. Or if
a ship is leaking, there's the hull is out of integrity, right? It's not whole. Integrity is like wholeness, right?
Yeah.
And if a relationship is in integrity, it's like it's working.
Mm-hmm. So what's working and what's not working? It's a really simple way of looking at things. Now, if, for example, what I used when we came on is if you get to Friday afternoon and you got to, let's go get on the booze and let's put on Netflix and just like, let's numb out, then there's probably something that's a little out of integrity with your life. Because if you got to numb out after the end of your week, then you're maybe not... you're maybe pushing too hard, or you're maybe not in a job that really excites you, lights you up, or, so you got to look at the balance of things, what works and what doesn't work in your life. So we focus this particular week on integrity, and it's looking at integrity.
Our cat
Cats,
got
babies,
stuck.
Everything.
Our cat just got its head stuck in like a drawer and just started freaking out.
I mean, it was easily unstuck. I don't know how he did that. But anyway, so integrity with your body, being really honest with where you're at and where you want to be and how to get clean and clear on all of that. Integrity in your relationships. And we also do a great section on restoring love and affinity in any relationship, which is really cool because, when something, when you fall out with a friend or a family member and it's not quite right, but nobody's really doing anything about it, and you're like, oh, I don't really need that person anyway, or you make up all these things, but they're taking up real estate in your head, then you gotta go and restore that love and affinity and make it right again. So we do a section on that and how to do that, which is one of the coolest tools ever.
What a great tool that is, to be able to restore love and affinity with anyone at any point. Just realizing that there's a few things you can do to bring integrity back to a relationship, and there's actually an approach to it, like an actual map of how to restore love and affinity for others. Let me know in the comments if you think that might be helpful.
There was something that someone said, what's wrong with Netflix? Paul's movies are on there.
Are they?
Listen, there's nothing wrong with some Netflix, but if you have to numb out and watch a lot of television is a way of numbing out. It has you switch off rather than switch on your brain. So if you need to constantly switch your brain off and numb out, you eventually will feel completely depleted in your life and not feel that excitement, that passion, that creativity, because it's sucking all of that away from you. So we need to be bored, we need to use our hands, we need to get into nature, we need to do other things to actually stimulate these neurons in our brain, to have them firing, to have us really stepping into what it is that excites us and lights us up. Often television robs us of our time, just like social media, just like, anything that requires us to just sit and be entertained rather than using our minds to create. So that's just part of it, and part of it is good. We need to switch off. The world is very busy, really crazy, and if you need a little downtime, switch off. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't become like a Netflix marathon, and then you get through your whole weekend and you got to go back to work. So
and start it all over. Marianne asked, how has this helped us in our life? And I mean, just being able to look at your life and go, what's working, what's not working, and what have I promised to myself and that I'm not doing? And like, if you can't be in integrity with yourself, it's really hard for you to be trustable to others. So like, getting up and going to the gym and then doing that just because you said you were going to do it. So your integrity with your word, right? So no, your word says, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do this morning routine where I go for a walk, or I then go to the gym, and then I treat myself to a delicious meal. If you show up for yourself and you are your word to yourself, that's another way of being in integrity. There's many words. Someone else said doing what they said they would do by the time they said they would do it. That's also being in integrity with your word. And so there's different, with language, like how you explain the word integrity. You want to frame it in a way that it says power for you. So if what we're sharing brings you power, to a context around a relationship, then use that definition. If being true to your word is helpful for you with integrity, then being true to your word is a really great way, just definition of integrity. If what we said at the beginning with integrity is wholeness and how things, what's working, what's not working, then use that definition of integrity. Language is there to serve you. And one thing Kate and I do a lot of in our course is reframe, and help people reframe words that maybe they get casual with, like, especially words towards ourselves. People can be really mean to themselves, and we have to stop people all the time from beating the living daylights out of themselves with their words. People and they're out of integrity with their language towards themselves. Or
just being, people say I'm a really nice person, but they're so brutal to themselves, and it's like, it's impossible. Like, it's impossible to be truly, authentically nice to others if you're so mean to yourself. So it's like cleaning up these little areas that we don't think matters, but really makes a huge impact on our life. And so it's a beautiful thing to take a look at. It's an exciting thing to take a look at. And there's just wonderful tools in it. So that is week 4 of the journey.
That's right, in which we start on Sunday.
Which we're starting on Sunday.
And if you're watching this later, just DM me the word freedom and you'll get a link. You'll get a link to join us and to sign up. Or a link in bio as well on these things will do it.
And if you're someone that, you're a little stuck, or you aren't really clear on what you want to create for your life, your goals, maybe don't come true, or that you don't know how to action them, or maybe we're not a weight loss program, but one of the biggest things that happened to nearly all of our participants is they radically release weight. And then they not just physical but emotional weight gets released, and people repair relationships that have been broken for a long time. People get off safely get off a lot of medications, so they're no longer medicated, so they're operating and functioning in the world fully present again. So there's so many benefits to this, and we are an integrative health program. It's like, how do we look at the whole picture, body, mind, and soul, and connection to yourself and others, to really understand what's
Sarah
available.
just said she just signed up. Awesome.
Yay,
Sarah. Sarah, do we call you, or Sarah?
Either
That's
way.
exciting.
Yay!
That's great. And for those of you who do the 6 weeks and we are able to look at you, we're going to be doing a special graduation with Kate and I, where we help you kind of create the next move for you afterwards.
Because this is the last time we're running this program in this way.
Yeah. Awesome, Sarah.
So this is the time. This is the one to really jump in on. If you've been someone that's watched us, like, I'm going to do that one day, this is the time. And 2023, let's grab it and let's go for it full out. There's no better time of the year to really just jump in. I mean, time is an illusion. Any time is a good time. The best time is right now, except for if you did it 20 years ago, right? Best time to plant a tree. Anyway, but so you want to, I really do, because I just think about, I could talk about my analogy of how I really wanted to start piano playing when I was young, but I was always worried it was going to take too long to get good. And had I started, I would be good by now, but I never started, right? So that's one. But the tree, you can sit under the shade of a tree after 20 years. You can't do that if you keep waiting to plant it in the future. Someday I'll plant that tree. So you won't get the benefit of it. So I do love that. Yeah. So anyway, we would love to, we have a dynamic community, and they all support each other. We just got back from a cruise where we got to be with about, 40.
Oh, Sarah just signed up for the webinar. I see. So Sunday we're doing a live coaching on Sunday, and the course starts Sunday night. So you're going to get a link. I'm not sure if you write Freedom, you're going to get a link that takes you right to Freedom Alchemist, which is our website, our family's website, freedom-alchemist.com, and there you can see Best You Breakthrough, which is our course that we're doing. But if you want to, we're doing a webinar on Sunday that's about designing a life that you love, and we're going to be sharing more about that today as well. Shelley says, today is a perfect day to start anything. That's right.
SP Farmer it's $125 for, it's actually 8 weeks instead of 6 weeks, because you get 2 weeks of our membership portal where you get to be part of our big community for free in there. So it's actually 2 months for only $125, which is a steal. But it is our prerequisite for coming into our bigger groups, because that's where a lot of the live coaching happens, and everyone has a basis of knowledge, and that's what this program is. It's getting you that rounded basis of knowledge, so you know the steps to take to really catapult your body into health, catapult your dreams into actionable states, catapult the love in your relationships to be much more palpable. So
at least living your life by design, not just by default.
And someone said, yes, we actually have a lot of people from Europe. We have a big European community in our group, and they're extraordinary. So yes, you can do it if you're based in the UK.
We have a lot from Europe who are actually on here with us right now. Our
UK crew are amazing. Very committed, and they show up powerfully. So you've got some, and they travel together. The European people, because everything's closer, they'll go on trips together and meet up and do stuff like that. So that's the one thing that's extraordinary is the people in this group have now become best friends, and they're traveling around the world together. They're doing really cool things together because they're all adventurous. They all share. We train people how to be open and vulnerable and share your life in a powerful way. And so the level of closeness that happens is far accelerated. And so many people through the pandemic said, when they had tough times, it was the people in this community that helped them far more than their friends or their, family, things like that. So if you're really after a vibrant, amazing community that's supportive and really there for you, this is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the key to not just longevity, but having your New Year's resolution stick is have a community. Don't try to do it alone.
We're not meant to do stuff alone. We're meant to be in a tribe.
It's more fun, and you'll have someone keeping you accountable to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm going live here shortly to play music in about 6 minutes. Well, 10 minutes. And if you're my membership...
is Austin promoting your CD right now?
Austin's promoting my... he loves it. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get this at Bandcamp. It's called Long Way Home. Austin walks around the house with these, carrying them around. Those are my microphones, buddy. I'm going live on everywhere, just kind of like right now, soon, here at 5 o'clock Pacific, for about an hour, and then I'm going just to my members on Zoom for a private show. And if you're a part of my Patreon, the wolves get to come in now and watch me suffer through my technical difficulties. And then after that, the rest of the community will come into Zoom at 6 o'clock Pacific, and I get to see you, get to know you a little bit, and it's a bit of an intimate thing. So if you aren't a Patreon member, check out link in my bio here and come join us if you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to be live for about 45 minutes ish on all the places with music, singing, and
obviously
taking your requests.
Not on mine over there.
Not on Kate's. Not on Kate's. Okay,
all right,
guys.
guys. Well, we'll be on tomorrow talking about week 5, and then on Sunday, week 6, and then we'll be doing a full webinar on really setting yourself up powerfully to
On
be able.
Sunday.
So that's educational. You'll get a vibe of how we coach and what we do.
We'll even do some live coaching on the webinar. Like some people who have questions, if they submit the questions in the chat, we might work with someone and coach them.
So sign up to that. So that you can be a part of that and just get some great stuff.
Ruth, how do they sign up for the webinar on Sunday? Is it on my website? Or, hey, Buds, do you want to hold this for me? This is, but just don't hurt yourself. Can you hold that for Dad? Or do you want to put it in here? I'm not sure.
It should be on our website. So go to freedom-alchemist.com and check it out there.
Yep, to set up for the Sunday, or just join us for the Best You Breakthrough, which will be there as well. In my bio, you should have an opportunity. You should have an opportunity on my bio to join as well. All right.
Okay.
Love y'all. Thank you so much. I'll see you for some music shortly. Okay.
Bye.
Take care. Oh, comment the word freedom if you want to get some info, or direct message. I'm not sure which one. I've seen comments work and direct messages work. See you later. Bye, guys.